Sorry about that, guys. Let's start again. Welcome into the NZ Crafty. I'm Crafty, and I am a New Zealand-based variety streamer. And I live in Dunedin, which is at the bottom, almost at the bottom of the South Island. So if you're looking at New Zealand, you look at the South Island, and we are on the east coast at the bottom. Well, on the bump before it goes round to the bottom. And today I am going to be working on at least one polymer clay project. So let me get this clay out. And how is everybody doing today? I hope you are all having a good day. For those of you who caught my very short stream earlier in the week, I will show you the Lego Pac-Man arcade in just a few later on. There we go. Get down around here. So, what is the weather like where you are? I hope you've got some decent weather. So let's just get in and soften this clay up. I'll leave that there, I think. Actually, I might just bring it down to about there, I think. So it is Wednesday, almost Wednesday lunchtime here in New Zealand, and it's a sunny day. Oh, pardon me. It is a sunny day. We did have some low-lying fog earlier on. I'll move my cup of coffee over here because you don't need to see the contents of my coffee cup. So what time? Well, for those of you in the US, it will be Tuesday. I hope you're having or have had a good Tuesday. Right, let's just start on this one. So this project is going to be so I made this on my 3D printer, and I want to be able to stick a candle here. So I'm going to make a base to insert a candle into. And I'm using white for what will hold the candle. So I haven't decided if I want I haven't decided on what color I want it yet, because it is going to be a gift for a friend. Hey, Preacher's wife, how are you doing today? I hope everything is all good with you where you are. I hope being pregnant isn't causing too many issues for you. Good. Just got home from work. Nice. How's that husband of yours? Keeping out of trouble? Nope, doing pretty good. Well, and actually, yeah, all good here. It is no, never is. He is good. That's good to hear. You know, it's winter here, so we've had some pretty cold cold weather here. But in saying that, I actually like the cold weather, so I'm the only person in our house who actually likes winter. So everybody else in our house likes the warm weather. Just get those air bubbles out. Oh, another air bubble there. I can't remember where you are, but we've got snow here. Yeah, so I'm in New Zealand, so I'm based in Dunedin, which is at the bottom of the South Island, and we get snow in the latter parts of winter. So August, September, we did have snow in October last year, which was fairly late for us. Oops. And how's work been? Good? Yeah, so you get the snow, see, because we had it in October, we got snow in October last year, which for us was late. So snow, when we were getting snow last year was not long before you guys started getting it where you are. So baby will be arriving not long before the winter weather where you are. I work in a nursing home and it gets a bit crazy, but it's good. That's good to hear. Working in a nursing home, that will keep you busy. Yeah, November, so just before, well, around the time that you start getting snow where you are. Oh, I printed this on my 3D printer and I want to turn it into a candle holder. So I will make something to sit on here so to hold the candle. Only because my friend really likes the, because this glows in the dark, this filament, and he really liked that shape that I'd printed, so I said I'd turn it into a candle holder for him. Alright, so that is that. I've been looking at 3D printing, but I'm not home much. Yeah, see, because I work from home, so I'm home all the time, so I'm forever, when I do print stuff, I'm forever stalking it. But I mainly print diamond painting accessories because I'm into diamond painting, so... Yeah, working at home can get a bit old at times, mainly because it feels like I don't get out much. And are you having much morning sickness with your pregnancy? A homebody, so I'd love it. Yeah. Yeah, I get you I got a sick handful of times. Well, that's good. I didn't get sick. I didn't so much get sick. I just couldn't handle the smell of meat, whether it was cooked meat, cooking a meat, or raw meat. So I basically became a vegetarian for 9 months. 8.5 months. But yeah, no, getting the smell of meat when you're pregnant does seem to be a common one. A friend of mine with her youngest, she for her it was the smell of cooked or cooking eggs. She knew something was went. So she basically went. She spent roughly about 8 months where she couldn't have any sort of anything with eggs in it. Yeah, I love eggs too. And I tend to put a lot of my slices and biscuits that I make have eggs in them. So yeah, we pay, what do we pay? We pay $11 a dozen for our eggs, but I've seen them up around $20 for the dozen, which I think that is expensive. Yeah, I want to be able to turn this around. Actually, we'll start over here. To be able to finish scoring this out. Oops. Okay, that gives me the rough shape. No, we have we use the New Zealand dollar here. So for us to convert one New Zealand dollar, one US dollar costs us about $1.50 New Zealand. Oops. So $11 for a lot of eggs here would be roughly $16.50 US. Add up, eggs are about $14 in US money, $20. Yeah. So that would make eggs roughly the same. So what you're paying for eggs is, by the time you convert it into New Zealand dollars, is what we would be paying at the supermarket for our eggs. So there's a butcher in the city that I go to, and I get my eggs there, and she gets her eggs from a small free range chicken, small free range egg supplier. But we tend to find the eggs are better quality, and yeah, it's, my godson used to call them chicken poop, so instead of calling them eggs, he would call them chicken poop, because apparently he thought that chickens pooped them out. Yeah, the butcher we go to, they tend to have better quality meat than the supermarket. Paying a little bit more than what you would pay at the supermarket, but you're getting better quality. Whoops. Put that over there. Oh, no, I need to take it out. Oops. Wrong drawer. Get over there. My glue. So, and plus my dad was a dairy farmer, so and from a young age he was always instilling in my brother and I too that meat, for whether it was meat or any sort of food, always make sure you get good quality stuff. Oops. Come on. Yeah, there is a farm that, instead of supplying their milk to the milk company, sells it locally sells it at the gate. And so I generally try to get the husband to go and get the milk from them when we need it. Oops. Alright, which means I want a little bit of glue in here. And we get our honey directly off a small business person as well. Yeah, straight from the beekeeper. It's like when we go to the butcher. It's a because I don't actually live in Dunedin City itself, but the butcher is located in Dunedin. So to get in there to the butchers, it is like you with your 25-minute drive. It's about a 20-minute, half-hour drive for us. So we'll do other jobs in the city while we're there. Just want a little touch of a glue there. Now have I got glue? Yep, I've got glue there. But yeah, like you say, definitely worth the effort. Alright, come on, I want a bit of glue on there as well. Right, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to go and put this in the oven to bake, and then I'll be back. Okay, so while that is baking, I will use the rest of this clay to make some flowers. Thank you. Can't believe how much goodness. Oh, how much groceries have gone up. It's like we have to work 2 jobs to get about. Yes, they have said. They recently said the other night on the news that the cost of food here is slowly coming down in price, which is good. But we spend on groceries and meat, we spend about $500, between $500 and $550 once every 2 weeks. Alright, so let's so yeah, so what we try to do is like, because I use honey instead of sugar in my hot drinks, and I pay about $15 for a 1 kilo tub of honey, and with being at home, working from home, it tends to make the last longer than sugar would. Sure, when you're ready. Excuse me. I'm just going to get a cough lozenge, guys. I'll be back in 1 moment. And we're back. Sorry about that. This cough is going to start being annoying. Alright, let's continue working on this poppy. So, what does everybody have planned for the weekend? On Saturday, Mr. Crafty and I are going in to the city to do our meat shopping. You're not sticking. And then Saturday, while we're in the city, we will also go to the warehouse. So it's very much like Kmart or Walmart if you're in the US. I need to pick up another set of drawers for my craft room. So yeah, so we'll go to the warehouse, pick up the drawers. I also need to go to a craft store here in New Zealand to pick up some more craft supplies. so that is Saturday. And then Sunday will be spent chilling at home. Alright, now what I'm making here will be some flowers, and then once they're baked and they've cooled down, I put magnets on them, and then I will sell them at a local craft market. For my poppies, which is what this mould is, I will then paint the petals of the flower red. And then here in New Zealand, our version of Veterans Day is in April, so I will sell these around that time. So the rest of the year I spend building up my stock. Come on, thank you. So this is what it looks like. No, I need to go that way, get a better view on it. But when I make my polymer clay projects with any extra clay like this, I like to use it all up. So I will look at what stock I have of magnets, and look at the colours I have, and see what I can make. So I hope you can hear the music okay. If it's up loud, let me know and I can turn it down. Oh, excuse me. possibly can get. Two out of this one. No. Probably a little bit too much now. Just right. Oops. So out of this black leftover black clay, it looks like I'm going to be able to get 5 poppies out of it. It is a poppy. So just pop this out. Oh, no, okay. Oh, other way. Yeah, so what I do is I will paint the petals a red colour, and then I will sell them in, put a magnet on the back of them and then sell them in April leading up to New Zealand's version of Veterans Day. Because here in New Zealand and Australia, the poppy represents veterans. Well, here in New Zealand and Australia, it's called Anzac Day. And the poppy is the icon for Anzac Day. So what I like to do with my leftover clay is there is a craft market in the next town over, and I do that a couple of times a year. Because yeah, I'm not really much for people being around large crowds, so I just do it a couple of times a year. It's one of the main reasons why I work from home. I have them all the time in the city all summer long. Yeah, the craft market in the next town over goes, it's once a month. So I think it's either the first or the third Saturday of the month. So it goes all year round. And so the stall holders there forever changing depending on the time of the year. But as I say, I generally do it a couple of times a year. So in the winter months here, they tend to hold it in a hall. Just so that it's not held out in the cold, wet weather. Yeah, it's like I tend to go, if I've got to go if I've got to go and do shopping of some kind, I generally tend to go when the store is quieter. My husband's very much the same, and yet our daughter is a complete people person. So 5 of those. Oh, 4 of those. I have to go because I have no food left and I need crafts. Yep, a lot of my like on Saturday I've got to go and get some a drawer set for my craft room and a curtain and curtain rod. I've already purchased them, so I just have to go and do the click and collect thing. So basically straight in and straight out. The warehouse I will check and see what they've got, what their range of books is like, because I'm also a bit of a bookworm. And unfortunately at the moment my books to readers pile is looking a bit sad, so I tend to do crafts during the day when I'm not working, and then I tend to read at night because I tend to find it helps my brain relax. I would do online shopping for food, but they always mess up. Yeah, our supermarket is slowly getting better. So when we went into lockdown for COVID 4 years ago, the online shopping at the supermarket was a mess. But yeah, no, and they've got better, and A lot of people, they're finding a lot more people are doing their groceries online now. And yeah, as you say, great minds think alike. You know, I'm pleased I'm not the only crafting bookworm. Alright, let's make a grey one. So I've just, so in my town, we have a library, but it's not one funded by the local council. So all the books are donated. So anytime I've got a book, I've read a book, and it's not one I want to keep for my little library, then I will just go across the road and donate my books. So I'll go there. But yeah, they rush and pick the wrong stuff. Yep, I hear you there. And I tend to find that, especially here, it's because they're in too much of a hurry. Too much of a hurry, and they don't really care. But as I say, our particular supermarket, they have got better, just because they were receiving so many complaints. See, I've never got into reading books like that. I have to have a hard copy of the book. So as I say, any of my books I don't want to keep for my little library will then be donated across the road. And I went and donated 2, 3, 5 books last weekend. And the joke is around the library across the road that they should, instead of it being the Outram library, that it should actually be the crafty library, just because over the last 3 years I've donated so many books. Let's have a look at this one. I'm not completely happy with this one, I think. No, that's not too bad. Right, well, that's just over an hour for today. So I am going to leave it there. But remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind, because you never know what the person you come across is dealing with. So let's have a look and see if there's anybody I can raid. No, okay, we've got to go this way. Nope. Come on. Here we go. Who can I raid? Let's go and raid Scotty Rotten. See if I can raid Scotty Rotten. He is... His is a chilled chat entitled Need for Relief from the Heat. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, okay, I can't raid Scotty Rotten. What about Shipwreck Bricks? Can I raid... Yep. Thanks, everyone.
by Shipwreck Bricks. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. How was your stream, D Crafty? Did you have a good stream? What all did you do? What's new? And like I said, hello everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, we got some cool redemptions. We have a bunch of fun stuff that we do over here. Lots of Lego. We are doing a Lego giveaway at the end of August. Oh, excuse me. We'll do the drawing the second week of September to let everyone get in on that and have plenty of time. You guys like podcasts? I'm a podcaster. I do podcasting with the wonderful Becca Bubbles, who's a community member, and we talk all about Lego, do all things Lego. It was good